This is another reason for me why the Western world support their kids more than the way Nigerians do. It's different. I don't, in fact, come to think of it, now I'm saying it, it doesn't even necessarily make sense to say support their kids more. It's just a different way. I think what I think it's just a different way of doing things. One is not necessarily bad, neither is the other one necessarily good. They're just both like the support based on what is available to them in their system and their environment. Just what is available to them based on their environment, what they can give at the moment. So I would say the Nigerian system is necessarily bad. No. Because if we had it better, you see something better. That's the truth, unfortunately. It's like, how would I say? It's you going to a village. Have you ever seen a situation where somebody that's from a village that nobody has ever become a doctor there? Or somebody, they don't read books. Books are not really out there. They just have schools. They read the normal school books. They don't even have access to extra books or business books to read out there, the way some of us do have. I live in cities. Then they have an opportunity, like, they read and they be like, what are you even saying? And they just tell you, oh, I want to be a farmer, which is a really good profession. It's a great profession. You can actually become a millionaire, billionaire, even being a farmer. But for some reason, that is the only thing he knows. And he's talking. And one thing people don't understand, it's not all about going to school that makes you smart. Education doesn't just make you smart, because somebody who doesn't have a formal education or the Western education can actually be a smart person. And you see this person thinking about how big he wants to go, how where, if he does have these hectares of land, what he's going to harvest, what he's going to like plant and harvest, and how much, maybe how many stores he wants to. Like, he's thinking he's a smart guy. At the end of the day, you don't blame him, because he's not thinking about, oh, I can become a banker, I can become a doctor, I can become this, I can become that, because that's what he's used to in his environment. His dreams is only as big as what is available to him, what is available around him. Trust me. Sometimes even we there in the city, we think our dreams are so big. You just realize that some people's dreams are way bigger because they've seen things. It's just like me in the finance world. I remember, I don't have money right now. Like, I'm not poor, but I'm broke, because I feel like poverty is a mind thing. I'm not poor, but I'm broke. And I know that right now. But one thing is, I've always been that girl that will tell my friends that somebody has 30 million. Is that one money? And someone will say, what do you have? I say, I don't have it here. So for me, to be like 100 million makes sense for you to call yourself a rich person. There's an amount of money for me that you should have for me to be able to call you a millionaire and a billionaire, right? It makes sense, It's not, some people just say, if I just have 1 million billionaire status, it doesn't. You're still average. You're not even rich. You're not even qualified to be. And that's because I've seen numbers. And I know in the finance world, I've seen what people do. I've seen numbers. I've heard numbers. I've read about numbers. I've seen it. So sometimes some amount of money doesn't make sense to me. So sometimes when you come and tell me, I'm like, I'm like, I understand my environment where I am. So I may be like, okay, I get it, but I might just be aiming higher. You might just think, okay, that's because of I'm privy to something that you're not privy to. So that's how it works. So I think there's no better. It doesn't make sense for me to say they do it better than Nigerians. I think we're just different ways of doing things. And one thing I know in this life is that we have different ways of doing things. Nothing is a one-way street. Like, we have 1,001 different ways of handling situations and acting. So it's just different situations, different way of supporting our kids. Regardless,